tap that subscribe button. Be sure to click the bell icon to get notifications for whenever I upload. Now let's get on to the video.
So I called my mama and she said, baby, must be the money.
Dallas's head coach capped this season with his second Super Bowl win. That's an impressive accomplishment from an NFL coach, and it explains why his players carried him off the field on their shoulders.
So I guess I couldn't see the results of the quiz if anyone took the quiz in the last part. Oh yeah, it must be the money. I played that already. I left that in. It must be the money. I left space for that, I'm pretty sure. I hope. If not, I'll do it right here.
So I called my mama and she said, baby,
Okay, so it must be the money. Yeah, I am gonna stay with the Cowboys, I believe. If anyone has a problem with that, definitely let me know in the comment section to talk it out. I definitely put it at the beginning of the last video. Didn't get any responses, so just gonna ride it out with the Cowboys. Did want to see maybe we're gonna have the Falcons, but maybe I can explore that later on. Who knows? This will be our last season with the Cowboys for sure, though. Whether we go on to another team or just end this series after another Super Bowl.
Are there any changes you'd like to make to the organization?
Gonna keep Gary Jones, the GOAT GM.
Let's review how the staff did this season.
Mike Nolan left.
Coach, let's review the staff's
sense.
performance this season.
He was doing an elite job.
Would you like to make any changes to the personnel? Let's review the staff's performance this season. Tell me what you thought of your coaching staff this season. Are there any changes you'd like to make to the
We're going to
organization?
retain Reggie Herring.
Coach, let's review the staff's performance
We're going
this
to
season.
promote Todd Grantham. No, I think we're going to retain Todd Grantham, the DB coach.
Now's your chance
Yeah, we're
to
gonna
make any
promote Dave
personnel
Campo.
changes to the team. Would you like to make any changes to
And
the
keep Bruce
personnel?
Reed. Keep Jason Clark.
Let's review the staff's performance this season.
Our leaders. Take a peek around the league as well. Only 19 sacks this year for DeMarcus Ware. It's an only. But someone who can get to 20, 22, and even higher. Kurt Warner led the Chiefs. Phillip Rivers, T.O. still cooking on the Chargers. Matt Leinart and Hendrickson. Brody Croyle out in Tampa. Derek Anderson and the Browns. Jay Cutler and the Broncos. Let me go all the way to the Browns. My bad. Someone's favorite team is probably the Browns, and they want to see what their guys are up to. Broncos. Tyler Bell, the rookie. With Marshawn Lynch in Buffalo. Carson Palmer, Chad Johnson, Rudy Johnson as well. Andre Woodson in Chicago. Dante Culpepper back in Minnesota. Titans re-signed Vince Young, I believe. Matt Schaub. Rookie LaMarcus Taylor alongside Sean Menehill. Great backfield. Steelers. Seahawks. Saints. A lot of Bo Sweeney. Washington, I'll say it this time, Redskins. One of the young draft class quarterbacks in Noah, Wyoming. Frying out there in Baltimore alongside Mario Manningham. Steven Jackson, Mark Bolger, the young Mr. Wright, the Rams. The Raiders, I did send Boar Jackson over there. He still didn't hit 500 rushing yards. 5 TDs, though. Tom Brady and McFadden cooking. Ken Dorsey, Lawrence Owens. Joker Jones got into the end zone. Keith Rivers also there. Over there. Cavario Allen also there. Packers with Jake Delhomme. Lions with Talon Tolliver, I believe the rookie. Donnie McNamara had 5 touchdowns. The Jets had Abdul Ross. The rookie had a superstar season. The new home for Tony Romo. He threw for just under 4,000 yards in Jacksonville. Eli Manning and the Giants. 49ers with Trent Edwards and Demetrius Ponder, superstar. Dustin Bubsy, Eagles. Kobe Fitch for the Dolphins. Shane Merriman also cooking out there, and we're back to us. Like, yeah, why would I not promote this guy? He got a lot going for him. We're lucky he doesn't leave. Sure, Mike Nolan's gonna be on his way to getting a big job soon.
Would you like to talk to this candidate for the open position?
Sure, why not? Mike Nolan left. I can't control what he wants to do. He's an adult man.
The Bengals scheduled a press conference this afternoon to announce the hiring of their trainer, the most underappreciated
He went
and
to go
underrated
coach
member of
special
an
teams for
organization.
the Colts. Like I got him a Super Bowl ring. I don't know what he's allowed. He's allowed to do whatever he wants to do. Grown ass man. They want me to judge him. Took a job. We got 2 top 100 picks. Not much else in the chamber. And we are up against that cap. I'm not cutting Jason Witten. I can't do that to this fan base. I know what they'll do to me in this town if I cut Jason Witten. I will trade him. The fullback we can absolutely cut. Doesn't really do us much good, but... Oh, I meant to cut him. My bad. Shit. Maybe the next guy. Oh, no way. Oh, well, hold on, maybe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. This is another draft preview. Ooh, only a 2-star quarterback. So not a lot of quarterback prospects, but not a strength of this draft class, but who cares? We got ours. Running backs, 1-star. 1-star receivers. 3-star tight ends, so better strength there. That's something we need to look at with us moving on from Jason Witten. So definitely some prospects we should look at there. Tons of linemen, 5-star. Tons of the ends, 5 stars. The tackles, 3 stars, so decent. Linebacker, 2-star, we're great there. Cornerbacks, 5-star, we need that. With the injuries from last year, we got some guys we don't know if we trust. 5-star with the safeties and stuff. We can always move on from Rashawn Mathis. Someone having a big number. It's a good line class, but cutting Jordan Gross sounds great. Trade him. I will not cut Jordan Gross. I will try to trade him as well, alongside Jason.
The Buffalo
Absolutely
Bills
not.
released one of their key players today in what appears to be
Absolutely
a
not.
salary cap move. It'll be
Now you getting
interesting to see
disrespectful.
which teams
You
line
trying-
up
you trying
to
to
sign a
disrespect.
player of his caliber.
We can trade some of those players.
The Washington Redskins released one of their key players today in what appears to be a salary cap
We
move.
can't cut our
It'll be
legendary tight
interesting to
end.
see which teams line up to sign a player of his caliber.
No one here is getting franchise tag. There's to resign. Shout out to Cromartie. He had a good year for us. Don't play with me. Acquire a punter 85. Trade down during the draft and acquire more picks. Wow.
The Scouts are about to take off for today's senior all-star practice. Who should they watch?
Kevin Huff is not here. So let's see the underrated quarterback, Stacey Farr. And I mean, let's look at Adam Wells. Why not? We got one more. Freddie Morgan. I mean, we probably won't be able to get either one of those guys. And there's nothing else running back in these wise in this draft. So let's look at those guys and then take a look at the Brandon Jacobs. See if any of those are good backup running backs. We could trade him and not cut him for nothing. Let's not cut him. Wait 2 weeks and I will solve all these problems. Alright, you asked me to cut my franchise player. Freddie Bates is the quarterback of the defense. Don't ever do that to me. Ever in my life. Go low. We got late picks. Not really seeing it here. Somebody had a nut up here. Might as well look at him. And him. I mean, they're going to be decent. They're saying this is the strength of the draft. One of them. So, quality linemen all over the gaff. No. I understand we're going to have to pay a lot of these players as well. Come on now. We make 2 trades, we're fine. Let's chill out. We're not gonna be picking high anyway. Let's chill out. Let's recalibrate. Uh, uh, we do what we can. We know we're not picking high. We still look at Super Mario. Hmm. We're doing what we can. Ooh. Ooh. That's what we need. Oh, height is a big negative for him. Oh, what's his height gonna be? Good.
I'm Adam Schefter of NFL Network, and here's your Senior All-Star Game update. The national championship game was a thrilling contest as fans watched UCLA dominate an overmatched Rutgers squad. Adrian Hopkins was the player of the game, sacking Rutgers 4 times. During Senior All-Star Game practices this week, 2 players really helped their draft stock. Boston College tackle Tyler Hart performed flawlessly, showing superior strength and quickness in individual drills. James Hobson also had a great week, capping it off with a fumble return for a touchdown in the game on Saturday.
James Thompson. I don't see. Oh, James Hobson. There we go.
The scouts just got the combine results in, Coach.
Oh, no fake times. Good for him, I guess. Yeah, a bunch of guys have ball speed for no reason. They threw. Just looking at this for a change. Alright.
Scouts are getting ready to talk to the O-line. Who's it going to be?
I mean, yeah, no, that's a beast. No, that's some really good linemen. Anyone got crazy strength? Oh man, well, okay. None of this matters to the kickers and punters.
What kicker would you like us to interview at the Combine?
None.
All right, Coach, it's time to talk to the kickers. Which one's it going to be?
Okay, you got a 6'6" quarterback in Reed, 5'11" in Lane, 237. Reed's the heaviest also. Lane also. Let's okay. Fake times, 61 ball speed as well. All fake.
So, Coach, what quarterback do you want the scouts to interview?
Definitely talk to Mr. Farr. Take a look at some of these arm strengths before we go all the way up there. See if we see anything crazy. You know, like a 99. No, greasy with 92. Not bad. Okay. With two more, greasy could probably be on here. 88 doesn't do it for me. 91 really doesn't do it for me. Adam Wells is on here. And the running back workout. He's 6'4" running back. We're at a 4'6". Heaviest is a 5'8" fullback. Smallest, 5'8" running back. Three of them at 2. Three of them have ball speed. High reps for 5'11" Smith. Fastest times, the fake times, except for Castle, who legit ran that. Then the next reel is Kenton Rose. Alright.
Coach, what halfback do you want the scouts to interview?
'87. Okay, that's someone we can pick. Donzay Smith. Changes. Ooh. No, we got one in Champ Castle. Yeah, two more. And he's terrible. Talk to Jeremy Carter. D'Angelo Marshall, why not? Okay. Receiver workout. 6'7" tight end Dunbar. Heaviest as well. Smallest 5'11" receiver. Also a 5'7" receiver in Sindel. Do not draft Sindel no matter what. 4'3". Fake 4'3s though. Real times. Boston ran a 4.41. Okay.
What wide receiver would you like us to interview, Coach?
Learning returnability football package. Yikes. This not Antonio Gates. I mean, kind of want Trevor Jordan. Okay. Jeez. Did we work at anybody at the Senior Bowl? Jesus. I guess. Let's see what he's working with anyway. You know, this is not a great receiving class. I get that.
NFL restricted free agent signing period officially begins at 9 a.m. this
Okay,
morning
hold on now.
as teams focus on tendering
Let's
their
take a pause.
restricted
Let's
free
make sure I get
agents.
this right.
Once tenders have been handed out, players work with interested teams on offer sheets. If they sign those offer sheets, their original team has 10 days to match or let the player sign with the new team.
That wasn't hard.
Coach, what should we tender this free agent?
The highest tender. All right, brief pause, but I'm back. Free agent preview. The best, like, yeah, I'm going to ask for a first and a third for the best player in free agency. Yeah, if you want Tyrese Tomlin, you got to pay a premium. Same for Kendall Clement. Now, I can't say nothing about those other old tight ends. But you want them, you got to pay a premium. He didn't really run that. But he ran a 4.46, Mr. McDaniel. I gotta look out for that. Who is McDaniel? Patterson and McDaniel. Patterson just 6 foot though. Russell. Okay. Probably won't go the linebacker route.
Hey, Coach, what linebacker would you like us to interview at the Combine?
Who was that McDaniel guy? Athleticism, instincts, motor, pass rushing, pass coverage, man coverage. He's just bad at football. Maybe put him on the D-line. Who knows? Nah, you're just not good enough at football. .88 jumping, 81. Really slow, but 80 block shed, 83 pursuit. There's something here, but your football IQ is bad. Yeah, we're gonna save on you, buddy. Brendan Avery. Okay. I don't know if you can beat Lance Briggs with 66 speed. I mean, everything else is really good, though. Twan Jackson. D lineman. 6'7", Adrian Tompkins, 378, but ran a 4.81. Yeah, that's someone you take number one. He didn't have the most reps though. Someone beat him with 39. Fake times. The real fastest was a 4.65 by Franklin and Weaver. All right.
Coach, it's time for the scouts to interview the D-line. Who's it going to be?
Ooh, 15 finesse one. 95 hip hop though. Oh, this is a good D tackle.
What do you want to do, Coach? Tender him or let him go?
Six three corner. Weighs 180. He had 34 reps too. Jeez. His name? McCray. Plu ran a 4.32. Snowing in Dallas.
Coach, it's time to talk to the DBs. Who's it going to be?
Yeah, running a 4.3 will shoot you up the draft boards. And I mean, they should. You're an absolute demon out of UTEP. He has good character. There's Jeremy Walton. Hope that leads to great coverage. Did I forget the name I was looking for? No way. I'll know it when I see it, but I totally did forget it. Thought it was McDaniels. I don't think he's someone I did see at the Senior Bowl or anything. Oh, Michael Lewis has my name all over him. Pause. Ivan Beats. I need to see the 6'3" corner. There we go. Can't play zone, can't tackle, and he has bad football IQ. That's not my kind of guy. And he went to Florida State. That's awful. I mean, I might as well look at the top guys, but I have some low guys that I'm drafting. All right. I mean, I need someone who can return Hastings after losing DRC.
I'm Adam Schefter of NFL Network, and here's the buzz from the NFL Combine. Cincinnati running back D'Angelo Marshall looked pretty good in workouts this week, but his stock is dropping after word was leaked that he scored a 6 on the IQ test. His agent needs to start doing some damage control if he wants to save his top 10 status. Utah's Ashton Wilder was very disappointing, running a slow 40-yard dash and falling down twice in the 3-cone drill. Alan Crawford actually had a great week as he looked great in agility drills. Crawford not only ran the second fastest 40 of the week at 4.33, but he also turned in 29 reps on the bench press. Pretty impressive stuff.
And Hubbard? I don't know.
We've got two options with this RFA. We either tender him or let him go. It's your choice, Coach.
First for him. Not a first and third, but first.
It's time to finalize our plan with our restricted free agent.
Right, 10
Enough
mil.
of the talks back and forth with his people. Let's get it done today.
You see, they're making me cut Jason when I was going to trade him. They made me cut him. Maybe cut Maul. Okay, not Scott Burke. We were dead ass above the cap.
The NFL free agent signing period kicks off at 9 a.m. this morning. Look for big-name deals with big-name players all throughout the entire month.
I'm Todd McShay, and this is the draft preview. My mock draft is done, and I'm currently projecting Kevin Huff as my #1 player to come off the board. He's produced in big situations, and he's got all the physical tools you look for in a franchise quarterback. Another player that figures to go in the top 5 is South Florida corner Kellen Green. He has the man-to-man cover skills to become the next Champ Bailey. If you're looking for a sleeper, keep an eye on tackle Benji Cato. He's an athletic lineman that can contribute right away in the NFL.
I have 123. Who has our pick? The Jags. Taking Taj Boston.
The Dallas Cowboys released one of their key players today in what appears to be a salary cap move. It'll be interesting to see which teams line up to sign a player of his caliber. The Dallas Cowboys released one of their key players today in what appears to be a salary cap move. It'll be interesting to see which teams line up to sign a player of his caliber.
Shit. Okay, can't make any trades. Don't want any of these receivers, if I'm being honest.
The Dallas Cowboys backed out of trade negotiations earlier this afternoon, citing an extremely high asking price. No word yet if they'll still pursue other trade offers.
Okay. They also are insinuating that we'll probably keep all those guys. I can't see the.
Do we want to join in on this bidding?
DeBrickashaw to the Titans. I just want to see this one. They let me see it at least. Jason Witten is going to go be a Tennessee Titan.
Negotiations seem to have broken down last night.
As
It
is
looked
Jordan
hopeless,
Gross.
But I just received word, unexpectedly, that an agreement was finalized at the last possible minute. Both
OC
sides
has no
conceded on
bids.
key issues to get the deal done, preventing a huge loss for the Chargers.
John Gruden, you're watching NFL Network.
Free agency is in full swing, and it seems that another key player is now off the market. One of my sources told me this morning that a deal has been struck between a crucial free agent and the New York Football Giants.
Not the
I'm Mike
football
Tomlin,
Giants.
and you're watching NFL Network.
The Cards and one of the offseason's biggest free agents have agreed on a deal that will be officially announced later today. Fans on the team website are thrilled with the signing, crediting the owner and the GM for the big acquisition. It cost a lot, but right now everyone is extremely excited.
Okay, I can see. I'm about to. I can't see any potential. Ooh, 82. Ooh, 79 for Bobby Cool. 80 for Elliott Gordon. Jeremy Walton. Sidney Jackson, a 90. Alright, we got some randoms that we know.
Negotiations seem to have broken down last night. It looked hopeless, but I just received word, unexpectedly, that an agreement was finalized at the last possible minute. Both sides conceded on key issues to get the deal done, preventing a huge loss for the Browns.
I think we're going to Alcorn State.
Coach, which pro day should the scouts attend?
Former Cowboy. Anyone have money?
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
I think I'm going to James Madison. Patrick Surtain Sr. was out there.
Coach, which pro day should the scouts attend?
Colorado. Oh man, the Seahawks got a bunch of quarterbacks.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
I think we're good there. Can go to Bowling Green if we need to. I don't think we need to. Go to Bowling Green.
Coach, what school should we scout?
Georgia Southern, it is.
Coach, which pro day should the scouts attend?
Maybe we go to Duke.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
Go to Portland State.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
Okay, you're 87. Go to North Texas.
Hey, Coach, what school should we send our scouts to?
Montana.
Dallas's head coach has been excited about a new book he picked up over the weekend. The book, How to Be an Effective Leader in the NFL, seems to have opened his eyes to some alternative leadership techniques. One would imagine that will contribute to his development.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
Ooh, stinky. Well, I mean, maybe he'd be a good D tackle. I don't see anybody else.
The Texans scheduled a press conference for 3 p.m. Eastern to announce the signing
It's
of
not
one
a
of the
young good
offseason's
backup.
biggest free agents.
Coach, which pro day should the scouts attend?
Maybe Central Michigan. Leaning that way now. Could go to Southern though.
Hey, Coach, what school should we send our scouts to?
He I mean, we can try it. We can take a look.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend. Coach, what school should we scout?
Well, yeah. Maybe Florida State? Yeah, we can view them this time. We can go to Florida State's pro there.
Hey, Coach, what school should we send our scouts to?
Check it out. You're a great kick returner for us. One of the Titans, too.
Free agency is in full swing, and it seems that another key player is now off the market. One of my sources told me this morning that a deal has been struck between a crucial free agent and the Washington Redskins.
Florida A&M.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend. Hey, Coach, what school should we send our scouts to?
Well, I really saw no one there that I really wanted to see.
Coach, which pro day should the scouts attend?
Not Holy Cross or Notre Dame so far. Yeah, let's go view Stacy Farr.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
Probably going to Abilene Chris. Ooh. Probably. Still going to Abilene, though.
Coach, what school should we scout?
We can go to Colorado State.
Hey, Coach, what school should we send our scouts to?
We would need to really look at Kevin Huff.
Coach, who would you like the scouts to bring in?
Who's someone I think we could take? Okay.
Coach, which pro day should the scouts attend?
Probably the Citadel. Another good backup quarterback. Some teams got some money.
Coach, who would you like some more information on?
I don't think I looked at any right tackles, yeah. It's gonna be tough.
Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
I don't think we need to go to his pro day. I think people already know he's one of one.
Coach, who would you like the scouts to bring in?
Nope.
Hey, Coach, what school should we send our scouts to?
Stony Brook.
Who would you like to bring in for an individual workout? Coach, the scouts need to know what pro day to attend.
I mean, I hope they don't draft. Hope it falls all the way to my pick.
I'm Adam Schefter of NFL Network, and this is another draft update. As the battle for the #1 pick escalates, scouts from all 32 teams visited college campuses over the past few weeks to get one last look at the draft picks. I was fortunate to attend the Texas Pro Day, where I was able to get a better look at linebacker Mario Martinez. I had questions about his speed before the workout, but he ran a good enough 40 to keep him in the first round. Nobody, and I mean nobody, was at the Texas A&M Kingsville Pro Day except for me and a scout from an NFC East team. What we saw out of Torrey Edwards made me a believer. Scouts are going to be sorry that they missed seeing his performance.
Coach, who would you like some more information on?
Oh, I saw Torrey Edwards. Well, I already worked out with Torrey Edwards. Yeah, they know what I'm. Yeah. That is John Michaels. We're cooking with some late round gems.
Who would you like to bring in for an individual workout?
What are we cooking up? Well, that's really low learning. mean, he just looked good on paper. I'm sorry.
Coach, who would you like some more information on? Coach, who would you like the scouts to bring in?
I'm Adam Schefter of NFL Network, and this is another draft update. Every NFL team is putting the finishing touches on its draft board, and it's finding out the last few details on every player. The teams with the top 5 picks are bringing Kevin Huff for one last look and another round of interviews. Ashton Wilder is getting some last looks too. I've heard concerns about his speed and his size, but can you really discount what this kid did in college? He's the 4th leading rusher all time. I guess it's too early to tell how he'll do in the NFL.
I'd entertain some of these conversations. And we're going to have to because we're still over the cap. NFL schedule's out. Week 17, we got the Bengals. We're almost there.
The Arizona Cardinals released one of their key players today in what appears to be a salary cap move. It'll be interesting to see which teams line up to sign a player of his caliber.
I'm Mike Nolan, and you're watching.
He did
NFL
demand to be released? All right, shit. That's crazy. If it would get me under the cap, I'd release Adrian Phillips. I don't know if it even not Adrian Phillips. Rashawn Mathis, but I don't think it'd get me under the cap.
The Dallas Cowboys released one of their key players today in what appears to be a salary cap move. It'll be interesting to see which teams line up to sign a player of his caliber.
You know, it puts us $2 million under. Is there anybody else I'm comfortable releasing? I'll consider a trade for him. You're gonna have to try to make some moves.
Dallas coaches are admitting that they may have been wrong about one of their players. The team initially thought he had little potential, but after watching him closely in several practices, it now is under the impression that the player actually has more ability than anyone realized.
I'm John Fox, and you're watching the NFL Network.
I don't know what to do, man.
Next
It's
up on
draft
the
day.
calendar is the NFL Draft. All the hard
I don't think I
work
have a
put
day
in
one
by
pick.
every GM, coach, and scout comes to a head when teams get the opportunity to draft the best players from the college ranks. Every year, at least one player in the draft can turn around a franchise, so the pressure is intense for every team involved.
Well, if I go to the Packers, I mean, they do need a quarterback, right? You think they'll pick the right one? No. They were getting mocked the wrong one the entire time.
What do you think they'll do here?
They were smart. They picked Kevin Huff.
Right up through the pre-draft camps, I had Bobby Cole up there with Kevin Huff, but I think that Huff is just slightly better now. But Bobby Cole can play. At 6'1", 214 pounds, the senior from West Virginia is your typical starting quarterback. He's fast, quick, and smart. When he isn't beating you with his arm, he'll sure beat you with his legs. He's only 6'1", but he does a very good job of finding passing lanes and getting the ball to the open receiver. At the next level, he's going to have to work a little bit on deep ball accuracy, but from what I can see and from talking to other scouts, the rest of his game looks pretty sound.
Uh, no, this is the best I can do. This is the best I can do, Norv Turner.
Coach, I think we should draft this kid.
I would love to. We cannot do that. We can't trade? No one wants the pick? He is the best player in the draft right here. Or we could take Cato. Yeah, let's take him. Did not think this would be happening.
Adrian Hopkins is the next closest thing to putting a tank in the middle of the field. He stands at 6'7" and weighs a whopping 378 pounds. Hopkins left UCLA as perhaps the most dominating run stopper that college football has ever seen. There's no center or guard in college football, or maybe not even in the NFL, who will be able to push him out of the way. His stamina may be a concern in the NFL. He might not be anything more than a first and second down player unless he loses about 20 to 30 pounds. But if he loses that weight, oh, is he going to be a load to block.
I'm Dick Duran, and you're watching the NFL Network.
This could be tough. Probably should have picked that right tackle. DeMarcus Mathis? The Lions have a quarterback already? Yeah, they have Tylen Tolliver.
Who do you think they'll get here?
They should pick him. They picked a quarterback and they picked the wrong quarterback. They picked Freddie Morgan.
Who would you get with this pick?
If they really want to go left end, there are some really good left ends on the board. Like Tucker. This draft has gone like hilarious so far. I traded for that pick. Kevin Huff's in Kansas City.
Kevin Huff is a left-handed quarterback out of the University of Miami and the top passer in this draft. He has good size at 6'5", and he has a good arm with good mechanics. There is some concern, though, about his arm because he had shoulder surgery in the offseason, but I don't think this kid has too much to prove. He was a winner in college, and he possesses all of the leadership qualities that you'd want in your starting quarterback. Huff is not very fast, but he's quick enough to get outside of the pocket and make some good throws on the run.
I'm John Box, and you're watching the NFL Network.
So who do you think they'll get now?
Some great left ends on the board if they need a left end. Hart's still the best player on the board. They pick Costa Curry.
Let's see if you can guess this one.
Me. I have no clue. What else on my trade block? He's off. I'll put I don't know what I want to put on there. It's not already on there. Jesus, this draft has gone hilariously, I'd say.
All right, let's see if you can call this pick.
I mean, they really should just pick him. They went Joey Spin. They went with the wrong tackle. Jesus. Such hilarity.
What do you think they'll do here?
I mean, there are tons of, if they really want to go running back, there are tons of great options. They'll probably go with this one though because it's semi-wrong.
Ashton Wilder is one of the most prolific running backs to ever make his way onto the college football field. Wilder finished his career at Utah as the number 4 all-time leading rusher in NCAA history, and there have been a lot of great backs that have played at that level. The 5'10" senior doesn't have blazing speed, but he's very shifty and effective between the tackles. He has tremendous vision as a runner, and he has great ability as a pass catcher and pass blocker out of the backfield. While Wilder will always be limited by his size and speed, he is, without a doubt, the best running back in this draft.
While he was saying that, Rams traded up. Price was too high for me.
Who should they draft?
I was I'm gonna go get Hart. Yeah.
When you look for qualities in a tackle, you usually want size, quickness, and intelligence. Tyler Hart from Boston College fits all of these. At 6'5", 338 pounds, he has the size to engulf defenders. He has good footwork and shows good quickness in the passing game. He has long arms that help maintain separation, and defenders have fits trying to get by him. Last year, when BC played Kansas, he was matched up one-on-one with James Hobson, the defensive end prospect, and he shut him down the whole game. I think this kid can come in and be one of the best tackles in the NFL.
I'm Romeo Cornell, and you're watching NFL
I
Network.
think the team really has no need with right guard.
All right, let's see if you can call this one.
If I was them, I'd go with Pugh. He's really good. And they did. Big corner out of UTEP. 6 foot.
Who do you think they'll draft here?
Yeah, corner, they should go green, but I don't know. They went with Jermaine Simons.
Who would you get with this pick?
Marshall, maybe? Oh,
Mario Martinez is a very good linebacker out of the University of Texas. A lot of scouts call this kid an overachiever, but I think otherwise. He's 6 feet tall, 239 pounds, and he has 4.5 speed. He's very good on the move, and he has very good reaction skills. He moves side to side very well, and he looks quicker than every other linebacker in the draft. Martinez does struggle to get off blocks, and he needs to get his upper body a little bit more chiseled to be more effective against blockers. He had a very prolific career at Texas, and I think he'll be a pretty good linebacker in the NFL, too.
Okay. They went Corbin Holmes.
All right, let's see if you can call this pick.
Browns don't need much, they're saying. So they go with Marshall.
Darryl Tucker is a
good pick.
well-sized,
Darryl Tucker.
athletic defensive lineman who offers a good degree of upside potential. He's forceful up the field, plays through blocks, and quickly changes direction to pursue the action laterally. When his game is on, he can be a difference maker. Tucker has early first-round physical skills. It has late-round motivation. A tough lineman to block, he's a disruptive force rushing the passer, defending the run, or even playing in space, even though he lacks elite speed for the defensive end position. A major knock on this kid is his stamina and lack of conditioning. That's something that all top college prospects have to be leery of. Once he gets that in order, we'll be looking at the next great defensive end.
I'm John Box, and you're watching the NFL Network.
For the Titans.
What do you think they'll do here?
Well, they need to go with that safety. They need to go with him. But they're taking calls. Get this $2 million. I'll do it.
This is who I think we should get.
I disagree.
They'd like to trade for our pick.
Oh, what are they trading? 36 and 68. Honestly, yes. Okay, so we're at 10 million salary cap space now.
I like this kid out of Rutgers. He was an All-American his junior year, leading the nation in
I like him out of Rutgers,
interceptions
too.
with 11. And while he had a great junior year, his stock really soared during his pro day. He looked very athletic during his workout and seemed like a natural leader in the secondary. This team made a great pick here, selecting Nick Rain.
I'm Norv Turner, and you're watching NFL Network.
Okay, we have to
should they draft?
rebuild this corner room. That's my bad.
All right, let's see if you can call this one.
I really like this kid as a great overall prospect at defensive end. Hobson was ready to
Did
come
the
out
Browns
early
pick two
last
defensive
year,
ends?
but he made an announcement at the last minute to wisely go back to school. Pay attention, kids. It's always good to go back to school. He really has great size. He's 6'5", 275 pounds, and he fits nicely into that great run stopper role. One thing that the coaches rave about this kid is that he never stops working, both in games and in practice. He's very consistent from game to game, and it's rare to go stretches without seeing him in a play. He'll be a nice fit into
Oh
this
my God, yeah, the
defensive
Browns
scheme.
picked two defensive ends. I mean, if they need them, they need them. Nah. Okay, they're gonna take all the corners though. That is what's gonna happen.
Alan Crawford was recruited to Kansas State as a running back, but he really found his calling as a safety once he got to Lawrence. At 5'11", 208, Crawford has good speed and big-time jumping ability. He does a good job of not biting on play fakes, and he looks like a natural at the position. He's the best safety in this draft, and he will certainly help this team in pass coverage.
Let's see if you can guess this one.
Shit.
Benji Cato is the ultimate technician when it comes to offensive line prospects. He's equally adept at plowing defenders out of the way of his ball carrier as he is anchoring the line in pass protection. He maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA throughout college, and he easily translates that classroom intelligence into football intelligence.
That's
He
probably
plays
the
with a
last
ferocious
player I
attitude
would have
and
traded
a motor
up
that
for.
never seems to run out of fuel. The one thing that Cato isn't is an athletic specimen. He mightily struggles in space due to his pedestrian speed and lateral movement. This kid reminds me a lot of Mark Tauscher, and he should be able to be an immediate hole filler in the NFL.
Okay. You got plenty of stuff here. Plenty of talent all over. I pick him in the second round or early.
D'Angelo Marshall is an explosive and experienced back. He's tough and he's a bulldozer when it comes to running over defenders. At 5'9", 215 pounds, Marshall is very strong and he's a very reliable ball carrier. He has great speed in the 4.4 range, a good burst, and an endless motor. They used to hand the ball off to this guy 30 to 40 times per game at Cincinnati, and he seemed to get better with every carry. Marshall broke the 2,000-yard barrier in each of the past 2 seasons, and he's expected to do big things in the NFL. The only question that scouts have is his mental capacity. He only scored a 6 on the IQ test, meaning that his IQ score is lower than his yards per carry average.
I'm Norv Turner, and you're watching NFL Network.
We gotta fill out the roster. We'll pick, what do you want? I'll give you a second and a third next year.
This is who I see us drafting.
Oh, Brickley? Torrey Edwards.
Torrey Edwards is a smaller receiver that has blazing speed to go along
Small?
with great hands. He went largely unnoticed this year, not getting invited to the Combine or to the Senior All-Star game. But what scouts saw in individual workouts definitely got their interest. Edwards is very quick, and he can make defenders miss with one cut. On the downside, he's not the toughest guy, so he'll take longer to come back from injuries. Edwards has all the tools to be an explosive NFL receiver. This was a solid pick, particularly if he toughens up.
I'm Tom Coughlin, and you're watching NFL Network.
The Colts are trying to trade down.
There is one last thing I want, and I will trade back into this round for it. Okay. Two first-round picks, 2nd and 27th.
Coach, I think we should draft this kid. All right, we've got teams interested in our pick.
Had to get my guy, just in case. Anything else, we're good.
The Raiders are trying to trade down. They're interested in trading down.
11. Yeah, okay.
This is who I see us drafting.
Yeah, I agree. Great pick. Need a backup quarterback.
Dante Smith is a 5'11", 240-pound bulldozer of a running back out of Georgia Southern. This kid is as tough as they come. A couple of years ago, he was breaking up a fight outside of campus, and he was hit with a wooden bat. The bat took most of the punishment and broke in two. Smith wasn't injured, if you could believe that. He possesses great speed and is very hard to bring down. At the 1AA level, it wasn't unusual to see him carrying 3 or 4 defenders up the field. He's a great player with a good work ethic, and I think he can step in and be a solid starter for this team at running back, constantly bringing his own wood.
I'm Norv Turner, and you're watching
We
NFL
won't get much
Network.
time to try there in New England.
Who do you think they'll draft here?
I'm hoping my guy's still there when I pick, but he might not be. You have to try to negotiate with the number 2 pick. That's going to be kind of hard. I'm trying to get more out of next year's draft. I don't want to give up too many picks this year. Well, then you got a better deal.
They're trying to trade down.
Can't do it.
The Dolphins are trying to trade down.
I don't really want to consolidate my picks. I'd rather give up my picks for next year. I can't give you more. I won't match that offer.
They'd like to trade down here. What do you think?
Didn't want to trade with them. Don't know.
Coach, they're taking offers for their draft spot.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
This is who I think we should get.
I'm going to give me a backup quarterback.
They'd like to trade for our pick.
Someone I had his eyes on. And now we're done. We traded pretty much out of next year.
Coach, they want to trade down. Are we interested? They're interested in trading down.
We got to fill the holes in the roster.
Coach, they want to trade down. Are we interested? The Lions are trying to trade down. They're trying to trade down.
Got one tight end.
The Titans
No
are trying
punter.
to trade down.
Probably sign a punter in free agency.
All right, the Niners are trying to trade down. Coach, I think we should draft this kid.
Okay. Another really good right tackle. Pretty good free safety. Good backup center. Decent backup quarterback as well. I think I'll take the good. Yeah, take him.
They'd like to trade down here. What do you think? Coach, I'd like to see us drafted.
Any more like actual corners I want? None that we can guarantee are ball players. Could go get him. They wanted me to get a D tackle. I might do it. I might trust he's there after the draft. I'll go with my gut and take the 91 Ray Pepper. Alright, we're done with the draft. And now we gotta go through the hard part of signing all these guys. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, we have a full draft class of 7. I also have to attempt to find a punter. Because I did not do that. Alright, UDFA time. I know. 12 seconds. Only 4 seconds left on the corner. Chill out. Okay. I got my guys to a degree. All right. One thing I know we got for sure. Oh, we don't still. Shit. Still need to get to 25. What a draft. I'll try to get to this free agency. Shout out to Marshall Moss.
The Rams met with representatives for one of their unsigned rookies. Both parties seem ready to sit down and start hammering out the terms of a contract as soon as possible.
I'm Dick Duran, and you're watching the NFL Network.
Okay, I mean, how bad is the damage? So 1 mil. Could we get a first for him?
The Dallas Cowboys backed out of trade negotiations earlier this afternoon, citing an extremely high asking price. No word yet if they'll still pursue other trade offers.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if there's anybody I can trade. I'd trade Ozzy if I had to. I want to pick this in this year's draft too. I'm gonna trade this legendary running back for the pick. Give me the pick.
The Dallas Cowboys backed out of trade negotiations earlier this afternoon, citing an extremely high asking price. No word yet if they'll still pursue other trade offers.
I'm Mike Tomlin, and you're watching NFL Network.
Damn. All right, that gives us way more salary cap. We are down now a legendary running back.
The Dallas Cowboys have scheduled a press conference for 3 p.m. Eastern to announce a trade that was finalized late this afternoon.
Well, I don't want to give him no mil. He's good enough. Shit. Okay. Five-year deal for Mr. Edwards. That's fine. Do some jersey number changing.
It's that time of year again. Training camps are opening, the season is around the corner, and teams are trying to sign April's draft picks to mega monster deals. Negotiations are already underway between one of the unsigned players and the team that drafted him.
Okay.
I'm John Fox, and you're watching the NFL Network.
Okay. That was my last draft pick. So that's the draft class solved. Okay. They didn't put Tomlin on here yet, and I'm not letting Ronnie Brown wear 46. Who's my quarterback I just signed? Didn't I sign Farr? Hello? Did I not sign Stacy Farr? Or I did. Okay. 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 Gotta go get a punter. Don't have a punter. Okay. Why is my quarterback I signed out here? All right. I'm quitting and seeing if I can load something before I signed him, maybe, or right before, after I signed him. 'Cause what happened to my guy?
St. Louis has begun negotiation with one of the players it selected in April's draft. The team is expected to make a strong push to sign this player in order to get him into camp as quickly as possible.
I trade away.
I'm Eric Mangini, and you're watching NFL Network.
No, and this one I didn't trade away Ozzy. What's going on? Is this after I already resigned Adrian Thompson? I'm guessing not.
It's that time of year again. Training camps are opening, the season is around the corner, and teams are trying to sign April's draft picks to mega monster deals. Negotiations are already underway between one of the unsigned players and the team that drafted him.
Okay. Now I got a backup quarterback. All right. Obviously, sign our superstar D tackle. Okay.
What do you want to tackle today?
Yeah. Okay, so now we don't have the salary cap space. Makes sense. Last time I traded away Ozzy. Is Edwards not here now? What's going on with this draft class? I signed Edwards. Did I not sign Edwards? Yeah, I think I gotta trade Ozzy. Still.
The Dallas Cowboys have scheduled a press conference for 3 p.m. Eastern to announce a trade that was finalized late this afternoon.
I'm Mike Tomlin, and you're watching NFL Network.
That's insane. Also, because I'm not seeing Edwards as well. Like, I'm gonna sim a couple days after this.
Practice about to start, Coach. What's the plan?
Where he at? Where's he at?
Hey, Coach, what are we focusing on today?
Oh, we didn't sign him. Okay, my bad. No. Clearly I'm mistaken. He can have whatever he wants. So I did trade Ozzy. The roster does look different. I do think we have everybody this time. Where is he starting that he can't start there? Are they going to say fullback? Uh, Kind of up against it. Ooh, all the left, right, the right tackles are expensive as hell. Well, all the receivers there are under 6 foot. I think we still have the issue of we need a punter. Like I could try a game having a kicker as my punter, but it's kind of daunting. But we got our guys signed, so gonna probably wrap this video up. All right, let's. I did wanna. Change the number for Rucker. He will wear 86. And Torrey Edwards will get 88. Let's go ahead and game plan one last time. Today? Go ahead and save here, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.